Everybody wants to be lucky in their life, in their career. Whenever we see any successful person, we invariably pass this comment that, hey, that person is lucky. He was at the right place at the right time. I heard many professionals complaining about their lack of luck. They say that, hey, I missed changing my job at that time, otherwise my career would have been better. Or I missed changing city or country at that time, otherwise my lifestyle would have been better. Or I missed taking that opportunity at that time, that company's stock is skyrocketed, I would have amassed a good amount of wealth. Or I missed changing my work domain at that time, now that domain is flourishing and I would have got job security. The list goes on. There are certain luck, which is luck by miracle or luck by chance, which is not in our control. But then, as per the research, there are other lucks which are in our control, and that we can cultivate it by changing our mindsets and our behavior. A classic book, Chase, Chance and Creativity, The Lucky Art of Novelty, written by neurologist James Austin, talks about few lucks which you can cultivate. Also, a golden advice comes from Sahil Bloom, who talks about luck razor. He says, when in crossroad, chooses the path that has a larger luck surface area. So watch my video until the end, where I'm going to talk about 3 mind hacks which you can apply and become lucky. And I'm going to give examples from my life, how I applied it, and I have got career breakthroughs by applying that one. And if you have not already liked, shared and subscribed to my channel, which is having more than 150 videos, then please do it. Also watch my other video, from software engineer to managing director, strategies which I applied. I also released my custom chat GPT by compiling 2 decades of my work and named it as Utkarsh Rai, Career and Leadership Tips All Levels. You can interact with it and you can resolve most of your work-related problem from my digital twin. First, luck from motion. You can be lucky. You can cultivate luck by putting your effort in a motion. You might have heard some people saying, hey, I went to that networking event. There I met my potential future boss of a dream company. It is not that it is by a surprise that you met that person, but you must be attending multiple networking events with a single focus that let me try to find a good career opportunity or let me try to get a good career break. Similarly, founders at times comment that, hey, I got a very good investor who has come on my own terms and also occupying the board of director position and giving a lot of value addition. But those founders are attending investor events. They are looking for such investors so that it will help their startup to grow further. So if you find something happening at the 11th hour or at that moment, and you might consider it is luck, but most of the time it is the effort which you are putting on months after months, year after year, and that is why you are becoming lucky. Say for example, it was 1996 and I was working in the USA, the company called Adaptec, and I wanted to move from technical ladder to management ladder. I was contemplating whether to take engineering manager role, project manager role, program manager role, which role will be smoother to go from technical ladder to management ladder, what type of opportunities are available. All my efforts were to find out how I can move from technical ladder to program manager, because that was the initial first step which could be feasible from the organization perspective. I started interacting with a lot of people within my division and also people from outside the division. And one day I came to know that the vice president of that division was thinking of creating a program manager role. I went to see vice president's cabin, and most of the time I observed that he is either coming out of the cabin with someone or going inside the cabin with someone. So the best thing is to find it out which washroom he uses, and I started to use that washroom. One day when I entered the washroom, he was washing his hand and I went to him, and once he finished washing his hand, then I said, can I talk to you? And then I walked together with him towards his cabin and I introduced myself and I told my intention. He noted down my name and he said he will come back to me. After a month, that position was never announced, that was never advertised, and directly I came to know from a manager that from now onwards I will have a double responsibility, one which I am doing my technical work, and in addition it is a program management responsibility for which I have to report to another manager. And that is how I put a lot of effort in changing from technical ladder to management ladder to program manager, and later on I became became a full-fledged program manager, and that is called luck from motion. So what you have to do, you have to be very clear what you wanted. You start putting all your effort, start traveling, start meeting with people, start observing, and just don't sit that something will happen out of the blue. You have to put effort, and that is how you will materialize your luck, by luck from motion. Second, luck by awareness. When you know your domain well, when you know your area of expertise well, when you know your skill well, when you know what is your strength and weaknesses well, then you are developing a sense of awareness. And with that awareness, you will be able to spot the opportunity. You will be able to position yourself accordingly, what will be good for you and what will not be good for you. And that is what it is called, is luck by awareness, because you will be good in spotting the luck and becoming lucky. And that is what Naval Ravikant says, that by luck of awareness, you will be very good in spotting luck. Let me share an interesting story from my own career. In 1998, I returned from USA to India and I joined Motorola. And at that time, very few R&D centers were there for global multinationals who are doing software development, product development in India. I became engineering manager and I started observing other R&D center head, Motorola R&D center head, to see what type of skills they are having, which has taken them to this position. And I started aspiring that, okay, I should also be an India center head. And I observed that it is not only the management role, it is not only the technical role, but they also are having some general management exposure. So I started widening the net. I started casting a bigger net in order to find it out what all new companies are coming up to set up the R&D center. And in between, after 3 years of working, I could find it out that Motorola is expanding further, and they were asking who is interested in order to take their team out to another location, and I was the one who volunteered, so that in that new location I will be able to gain some more general management skills, because it is away from the headquarters, and it was still in Bangalore, but it was away from it. So that type of exposure came because I was aware what I wanted to do. I was aware what type of opportunities will come, and I was aware what type of skills I should develop. And I was waiting when the next wave of MNCs opening up their R&D center will come, then I am having an opportunity to take that up. And that opportunity came in 2003 when Infinera, a startup of US, wanted to open an R&D center, and I gave an interview and I was selected. And then for 15 years, I was running Infinera. We went IPO in 2007. Now people, my ex-colleague says that, Utkarsh, you are very lucky. You left Motorola at the right time. But it is luck by awareness, not luck by miracle, or not luck by chance. So what you should do is to be open, to know your strength and weakness, to know what you wanted, and to work towards it. And you cannot just work towards in isolation. For that also you need to interact, to get as many inputs as possible, and also take some risk and be courageous. Third type of luck is luck from uniqueness. This type favors those with distinctive, if not eccentric hobbies, personal lifestyles and motor behaviors. Wright Austin in his book. Basically, you need to be unique. You need to be personally branded so that people can spot and say, hey, for this thing, I really want this person. In a 1982 talk, the Apple founder Steve Jobs advised the same. He advised those looking to increase their intelligence and success to cultivate weird hobbies and unusual interests. Let me share another story from my career journey. When I was working in Infinera, I have written 4 books for people management, for career, and also for fitness. So I started to become fit, and once I became solopreneur from 2018 onwards, I trekked to Everest Base Camp. I'm a trained actor. I acted in a Bollywood movie Batla House in the role of judge. I am managing my Hindi and English YouTube channel. I've also released my own custom chat GPT, my digital twin, to help people to resolve any work-related problem by interacting with my digital twin. So whenever any organization need people for leadership development, for motivational talk, they reach out to me because they find me full of varied life experiences. If you want to be lucky, you need to cultivate luck, and for that you need to go stage by stage. This 3-stage process. First stage, luck by motion. Second stage, luck from awareness. And third stage, luck by uniqueness. You need to cultivate and become lucky. I hope you like this video. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.